You clicked because you saw banned K-dramas, and your inner drama goblin couldn't resist the chaos. Don't worry, little goblin, I'm here to deliver exactly that. 1. Mr. Queen. Why Korea hated it, turning historical figures into slapstick comedy characters. Bold move, but Korea wasn't laughing. This drama poked fun at sacred rituals and historical records, which didn't exactly sit well with audiences. It's one thing to be edgy, it's another to be historically tone-deaf. Why you loved it, Shin Hae-sun slaying as a queen with a modern-day man's soul inside her. Hilarious. You weren't here for a history lesson, you were here for chaos, and this show delivered. 2. Pachinko. Why Korea hated it. Raw depictions of Japanese colonization, sexual assault, and intergenerational trauma made Pachinko powerful, but also controversial. South Korea banned it for its intense and unflinching portrayal of historical events, but globally, it became a masterpiece of storytelling. Why you loved it. Every scene was cinematic art, and the emotional depth hit you like a freight train. If you loved this, you're probably the type to cry during documentaries and discuss literary symbolism at parties. 3. Squid Game. Why Korea hated it. Oh, not Korea. North Korea hated this. While the rest of the world was obsessing over the chilling capitalist takedown, North Korea went, hold up. This hits too close to home. The show's brutal commentary on societal decay wasn't exactly Pyongyang's idea of fun. It got banned, but that didn't stop the black market from eating it up like it was forbidden fruit. Why you loved it. High stakes, mind games, and Lee Young-jae's legendary acting. Iconic. And don't act like you didn't try the Dalgona Candy Challenge. You probably failed too. 4. Eve. Why Korea hated it. Seo Ye-ji's scandalous past already had her under fire, so when Eve dropped its very spicy scenes and tackled a 13-year age gap between the leads, it was game over. Critics called the show inappropriate, but fans think the hate was just carryover from Seo Ye-ji's personal drama. Why you loved it. It was messy, scandalous, and gave you everything you secretly wanted in a revenge drama. Also, Seo Ye-ji's villain era? Unmatched. Hey little goblin, please subscribe to Miss K Insider. 5. Joseon Exorcist. Why Korea hated it. Historical horror. More like historical horribly. The show mixed Chinese props with Korean history, threw in inaccurate portrayals of historical figures, and topped it off with zombies. Korea took one look and said, no thanks. It was cancelled after 2 episodes. Why you loved it. Zombies, gore, and sword fights. Admit it, you're a sucker for apocalypse dramas, even if they offend an entire nation. 6. Snowdrop. Why Korea hated it. A rom-com set against South Korea's pro-democracy uprising. Yikes. The drama romanticized a traumatic period in Korean history, and the petitions came faster than a Blackpink comeback teaser. By episode 2, the backlash was too loud to ignore. Why you loved it. Jisoo's acting debut plus Young Haeun's tragic vibes equals instant clickbait. And yes, the forbidden love trope got you in your feels. We see you. 7. The King, Eternal Monarch. Why Korea hated it. Someone in production thought Japanese aesthetics would look cute in a Korean royal palace. Spoiler alert, they were wrong. Combine that with warships that disrespected historical context and Koreans were done. This wasn't just a K-drama, it was a geopolitical headache. Why you loved it. Lee Min-ho on a white horse. Enough said. Be honest, you weren't here for historical accuracy, you were here for the parallel world romance and royal fashion. 8. My Mister. Why Korea hated it. Platonic bond. Nah, viewers saw an older man guiding a traumatized younger woman and hit the nope button. Add in IU's character getting verbally and physically abused, and the show quickly became a symbol of discomfort. Korea couldn't decide what was worse, the age gap or the emotional manipulation disguised as healing. Why you loved it. You cried, didn't you? It's okay. Lee Sun-kyun and IU crushed the emotional depth here. If you stan this, you probably love slow burns and trauma-packed storytelling. Therapy, maybe? 9. Backstreet Rookies. Why Korea hated it. The family rom-com label didn't age well, because what part of a high schooler flirting with her adult boss screams family-friendly? Episode 1 alone had enough questionable scenes to send critics into meltdown mode. Throw in some spicy camera angles, and this drama's fate was sealed. Why you loved it? Ji Changwook. His awkward charm carried the show, and let's be honest, if Ji Changwook was your boss, you'd flirt too, minus the high school part. Obviously. 10. Nevertheless. Why Korea hated it? Between steamy scenes and Kim Min-ji-Wi's off-screen cheating scandal, Nevertheless was already on thin ice. It didn't exactly sit well with conservative Korean audiences who weren't ready for a drama about messy relationships and actual sexual tension. Why you loved it? Song Kang and Han So-hee's visuals, duh. You didn't care if it was messy, you were here for the vibes, the art school aesthetic, and the chemistry. Don't even try to deny it, you fell for the red flag. 10 K-dramas too spicy for Korea but iconic for you. Love them, hate them, or feel conflicted about them, these dramas have sparked conversations far beyond their intended audiences. Now do your part, subscribe to Miss K Insider, leave a comment with your favorite drama on this list, and tell us how much you hate me for roasting it.